This is the Why I Hate and Love Pickleball podcast. I'm Bill Wong. Today I'm going to talk about the solar eclipse and change. The solar eclipse is when the Earth, the Moon, and the Sun are aligned so the Moon blocks the light from the Sun. I live in Texas and was in the path of the eclipse. The Norse gods believed that the Sun was actually being eaten by the wolf's skull. Others believed that it was a battle between light and darkness, or good and evil, while some believe it was about transformation, renewal, and rebirth. Today I'm going to talk about change and rebirth and what holds many people back from improvement. When I was in Japan, I studied the Japanese language. During the day, I would study the language and taught English at night, but I never mastered the language because of my pride. I was afraid of appearing foolish and uneducated because I couldn't speak perfect Japanese, but didn't speak at all. After several months, I got over my fear and started trying Japanese whenever I could, in the store, in the subway. I made a lot of mistakes, but I learned a lot. Many tennis players have an advantage over new pickleball players. They're more balanced, they have movement, their technique is better, match experience and court sense. However, recently I've noticed that they don't have an advantage, and that's pride. The same characteristic that held me back from learning the Japanese language in Japan. At Open Play, I recently saw two friends who were former tennis players. They moved well and they had good strokes. And I hadn't seen them for several months, but I noticed they hadn't improved. Their dinks, their resets, and their third shot drops were the same. They continued to bang the ball and win some points. But against higher level players, this tactic does not work. I drill with my daughter, who's a pro. Banging the ball is totally ineffective against her. Doing drops, positioning myself, resets, and some deception is far more effective. It starts with a mindset of continual improvement. Players should be self-aware of their weaknesses, then create a focused practice session that addresses those deficits, then drill. So many players refuse to drill. I drill with my daughter once a week on Sunday at 8 a.m. It is psychologically challenging because a lot of times you have to get worse before you get better, and it hurts your pride. It's easy to go back to your old ways when you have a little bit of success while trying something new where you fail. But in the long run, you will improve. Let's take the solar eclipse as a point to change, a rebirth, a transition. And you can only do that if you allow yourself to get worse before you get better. See you on the pickleball court. This is Bill Wong.